I think that showing by example that we are beautiful, and that doesn't mean that we look like the popular definition of what beautiful is. It's your type of beautiful. And I think that speaks louder than words.
This podcast encourages and empowers you to create your own unique real story, develop your own unique real statement, and discover your own unique real self. The power is yours. Good afternoon, Catherine Storing. Previously, episode 201 of the 12-Minute Convos podcast, recorded on the 12th of October 2016, which was 2 years, 8 months, 12 days, 3 hours, and 45 minutes ago.
Time is of the essence. Many times we think that this is a rehearsal, that we get to do it again. When you are old, sitting in your rocking chair, you're not going to regret the things that you did. You're going to regret the things that you didn't do.
Kat, how are you doing? What's up?
I am doing amazing, and I cannot believe that you know to the second how long it was. I love it.
Well, that conversation was one that was of such high energy. What's new in your world?
Oh my God, so much is going on. So since I spoken to you, I spoke on TEDx again, which was fantastic.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I written a couple other books. So I think I'm on book number 21, I think.
Wow.
Since then, I am in the process of finally editing my first novel, which is coming out very soon. I'm really excited about that. And writing more books. I'm doing all the things, Angel, all the things.
That's amazing. So what's the name of the most recent book?
The most recent book is called How to Teach Your Easy in 10 Simple Steps.
Say it again slower. How to teach?
Yes, actually, yeah, it's a pretty long title. So let me just make sure that I get it right, because my titles are so long.
It needs to be, because for people to pick it up, they need to be able to search it, yeah?
They need to know. So the actual title is The 10-Step Formula to Teach Your Easy.
Okay. And when you say teacher easy, what does that mean?
Let me explain. That's the main title. Let me give you, I think the subtitle will give it away. How to build wealth by teaching others what comes naturally to you.
That definitely sums it up. I love that. I love that. Yeah, today I was speaking with a friend. They were talking about their failures in business, and I was expressing to them it's so important to understand that when you do experience these failures, it's key to help others. It's like key points where you can help others. Would you agree with that?
Oh my God, every failure, quote unquote failure, is like God saying, I'm giving you free money. Basically, you make a mistake, you learn from that. Now you can teach other people how not to make that mistake. You help them and you help your bank account at the same time.
I love how you said that. Yeah. I love how you said that. Now, the last time we spoke, we talked about the inner confidence in others. I see you've continued that theme in life, helping the inner confidence in others be strengthened. How's that going?
Oh my goodness. It is a process. Some people might think that, I got my confidence game on, I can move on to other things. Nothing could be farther from the truth. There is always another level of confidence to be obtained. Always. So if your confidence game is great in one area, great. Now move on to another place. It comes to a place where you have to love from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. You need to know everything about you, and that takes pretty much a lifetime.
When you look back over the last couple of years, 2 years, 8 months, 12 days, 3 hours and 45 minutes ago, when you first spoke, do you have any regrets understanding the values that you've placed importance on?
No regrets. No regrets, and I'll tell you why. Because every quote unquote misstep, everything that I didn't do right taught me something. Every time I allowed someone to not treat me with the respect that I deserve and I should have commanded, it's a permanent reminder to never do that again. So I will never regret anything that I have allowed someone else to do or that I have done, because those are the biggest teachers in my life.
How does it make you feel to see, looking back, that you've stayed the course, that you have stayed true to who you are?
Oh my God. It is, I think, a true testament to the resilience of humanity. I believe that at any moment we can say, I quit. Some people actually have quit and they're dead. They just haven't told their body yet,
Hmm.
you know? But the fact that we get up every day, take a shower, drink some coffee or tea, get dressed, and do our thing, and then rinse and repeat the following day, it's just encouraging to see that we choose life every single day.
How has what you've been doing affected your daughter?
Oh my goodness. She's 15 years old now, which I cannot believe. And she is the person that I wanted to be when I was growing up.
Hmm.
She's got so much confidence. Like she will tell you in a hot New York minute if something is not to her standards. Like she will not yell, she will not scream, she's just like her mama, but she will let you know in no uncertain terms. And all I can say is I just chuckle and I'm like, girl, you are my hero.
Well, that's beautiful. Now, for your father, his input on your life was tremendous. He's a pastor. How is he going?
He is amazing. So my dad is about to turn 70 and he is still, Caribbean men are so strong and he is so resilient and in great health. And he just looks at me and he's the most supportive person in my life. And I think every woman and person too, but specifically for women, need a strong man in their lives.
Hmm. Yeah, you spoke about time is of the essence when we first spoke back then. How are you using your time today?
This is the biggest commodity that we have. In my time now, it is like precious gold. I'm not using my time as liberally and freely as I did before. So I'm very choosy with whom and how I use my time because believe it or not, I'm 43 now. Like I just turned
Wow,
43 and I'm
you look
like, how did
great.
that happen? Seriously, I'm 43?
Yeah, you look great. You look great. That's
Oh,
wonderful. So, where's the best place for someone that's listening to connect with you?
thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks for the compliment. The best place I hang out the most on Instagram because that's where my peeps are under Catherine Storing and my website, catherinestoring.com.
Hmm. Yeah, your father, in your earliest childhood memory, he said, "You are as beautiful inside as
Mm.
outside." When he saw you in that dress, and I found that over these conversations, that your earliest childhood memory represents so much in your life and impacts your life in so many different ways. You are doing that for your daughter now. That's pretty interesting.
Thank you so much for reminding me of that memory. That's one of my most favorite early memories. And yes, I've never heard my daughter talk about, I call it the F word, which is fat
Hmm.
or the ugly. Like those words are not part of my vocabulary or ours at all. And I think that showing by example that we are beautiful, and that doesn't mean that we look like the popular definition of what beautiful is. It's your own beautiful, your own type of beautiful. And I think that that speaks louder than words.
Now, there's an important part that you always touch on, and it's the financial side of business. Please tell those that are listening how important that is for what they are doing in business, the finances.
The finances is the air, the oxygen, the blood of the business. And I believe for people in general, whether they have a business or not, but since I'm an entrepreneur, I'm going to talk to those people in business. It is our utmost responsibility to be fiscally and financially responsible. And by that, I mean we need to charge accordingly. We sometimes cheat ourselves because we want to be nice and we want to help as many people. And the way that you help the most people is by charging accordingly. And by that, I mean the price. Because we have to think about not just how much you should get paid, but how much you have invested to learn what you know. So we need to charge, unless you are independently wealthy, you need to be charging so one day you can become independently wealthy and help others become that as well. So finances is key.
Catherine, hey, it's been such a great pleasure. I must take this time to say thank you for showing up as who you are back then, a couple of years ago, and today, because you are now the foundation of the podcast, and you've been able to show how it looks like when you stick through the thing that you're passionate about. It's really, really something that's fascinating. I'm the official podcast accountability partner right now, right? Just looking back over the conversation, but I do thank you for showing up then. In closing, my friend, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
I want to tell them, show up. Show up as yourself, and the right people will not only recognize you, but they will love you and appreciate you as you were created.
Love it. Again, Catherine Storing, a pleasure I treasure. Thank you for being on What is Inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones. This podcast is produced by Pod Edits. Visit podedits.com for professional podcast publishing.